Doubles Factory. I'm streaming slightly earlier today, but I was ready. And I'm only going to get more tired if I wait. So we've got an open level streak. A decent one. We are on round 9, so round 8 and 9 are, of course, subject to the random IV bug, which I'll be dealing with shortly. No point delaying this, I think. If I lose, I'll see how I feel if I lose. I might do a number of things. Depends how early I lose. I would like to not lose, of course. That would be ideal. No type. No phrase. The classic. Okay. That would be fantastic in singles. Suicune can be a bit dodgy in doubles. Hey, Nico. I'm hoping for... I guess Suicune 4 might be the best double Suicune. If it is, okay. Suicune 6 is also up there, I guess. I kind of want to reflect from Suicune 4, but Suicune 6 is a very good start. I was going to say if it was Suicune 2 or Suicune 1, I could probably put it in the back, but, Suicune's probably coming. Okay. Classic. Bright Powder D-Knight. D-Knight's a little bit awkward in doubles with the ice weakness and the slightly lower base speed on base 80. That said, it's probably also coming. Okay, Crobat free. Probably rejecting this based on the limited coverage and the fact that the scary types in the factory doubles metagame are basically electrics and psychics anyway, which is not great for Crobat. Wow, okay. This is a draft, isn't it? God, what is this draft? I'm starting to wish I played singles. Should have queued up singles. Not that any of these are bad, it's just... Wow. Gosh. Is this the best draft I've ever had? If I can get Intimidate on the last one, that would be a serious thinker. Okay. What an insane draft. So Crobat is out. Crobat is not on the level of anything else here. I've come to appreciate more and more having your own Quick Claw to make the enemy Quick Claw less bad. Did you do something else? You didn't see his extra attendant. That's a good point. Let's check the... It's Rockhead. Okay. And the others are fixed. It's a crazy draft. I think I do quite like the protection against Quick Claw. The only protection that exists in the game. Gengar Latios is a bit of a stomper lead. I can even go Earthquake on some of the bulky specials. Like, honestly, I think I'd go for the lower variants, right? I feel like I'd probably leave behind Marowak, since Marowak can choke a bit with lower speed. And I leave behind Dragonite, since it's more vulnerable than the others. So it's probably Latios, Gengar, Suicune. This is a crazy draft. This might be one of the best drafts I've ever had. You could make an argument for Marowak. If I lead Marowak and I can protect it with Latios or Gengar, and I can get off Earthquake, it's a big deal. I guess the issue with Marowak is, what if both enemies are flying, or what if one enemy is a floater and one of them is resistant to Earthquake? Like, Mega Kick isn't the best Marowak move for doubles. Ugh. Oh yeah, the AI checks if you could have it. And in Gen 3, you aren't subject to your own Lightning Rod. I think I like leaving behind Marek. I guess the question then is, do we go D Knight? The random IVs are not too bad even. Like I wouldn't be too upset. We're neutral, right? Yeah, we're neutral. Hmm. The thing about Dragonite though is right, is if we're not hitting it with, if we're not using Earthquake, we're not using Aerial Ace, it's not great. I think Suicune is much more consistent. I really like the idea of having Resto Chester in the back for any kind of outstalls. What would Rebu Yellow Factory be like? I believe there is a ROM hack which has that. I've never played it. I believe there is a ROM hack though. So let's put, I think 31 IV Suicune in the back is a gimme. Suicune 6 is just easily on the team, I think. It's quite funny to lead with double double levitate when they're both Pokemon that could activate the Intimidate glitch. I've got Destiny Bond as well. The list of Pokemon that would target Latios over Gengar is fairly short. And there are some that will go for both, but it's fairly short. Yeah, it seems difficult to balance the classic OU mons from Gen 1. Yeah, but I don't think I'm changing my mind from this. Not bringing Dragonite could be a mistake. I think leaving Marowak behind is completely fine, though. And it is no type. Okay. The game is telling me I should have taken Marowak. Okay. Oh, I'm laughing. Regice is actually a little bit annoying. We will be leaving it alone, I think. Let me check the... Because our special defense... Yeah, we're 244. And the HP is very good. Yeah. I think I've got to Earthquake. Because I definitely want to get rid of the explosion electrodes on turn 1. Could go mega safe and just click Destiny Bond maybe. But I think I'd rather double up to kill the other electrode sets, but also to hit the Pokemon in the back if we do get a quick claw from Latios. There's also the question of what Gengar picks because of the issue. Oh wait, I've put my team into the wrong thing. I don't really want to have Static Activate and waste Lumberry as well. Because T-Wave is fairly likely. I'd want to have Lumberry for that instead. Yeah, let's just Earthquake and Psychic. Just wondering. Electrode free targeting Latios with Thunderwave instead would be so unlikely. That's basically not going to happen. No Quick Claw? Rain Dance, Electrode 2. So there's no other weather move on the enemy team. That's Bright Powder, so it's double, not Regice 2. Item Clause and Weather. Dojo. Okay. Unfortunately, that is the correct Pokemon to T-Wave. That is not the Pokemon with Lumberry. I want to get Dojo. I really want to go for Dojo and Destiny Bond, but I think the paralysis is quite a strong punishment for that. And therefore, I can go for the redirection. Unfortunately, the redirection on Latios's Quick Claw would meant that Gengar Ice Punches Regice, which is not great. What is my special attack? 333. I'm leaking like the equivalent of 6 points at level 50. Let's Psychic it. Better redirection damage into Regice if nothing goes wrong. Endure is not possible here. Protect is. How would I feel about Protect Ice Beam? Protect Explosion, I guess, is the real fear, right? But it's not below half. It's not that likely. I think I'll go for this. I think the Protect scenario is hard to plan for anyway. Okay, there goes the other T-Wave. That was incredibly likely. It is still raining, so we Psychic. I don't think I'd ever switch here. Still don't actually know what it is. Oh no, we do. Regice 4 has leftovers. Okay, it is a Boomer then. It's a good thing Gengar's here. Okay, good. I risk. I don't think I can really swap this team. So it was Electrode 2, because it Rain Danced. It was Regice 3, it wasn't leftovers, and it was T-Wave. And it was not Dojo 2, and that's all we know. Hey, Eric actually has those Pokemon in his official Frontier sets outside of Factory. But if they'd have to both be set 4 though, which is not very likely. High risk, high return. So yeah, there's counter on Blissey. And then there's a high risk move in the back, surely. Okay. It could be double high risk in the back, it's just not very likely. I think the strong chance of Blissey 4 makes me want to go for Thunderbolt over Earthquake. I'm not that worried about the Blissey endgames because Suicune 6 is so broken. What does Gengar do? Like, do I just go for the Fire Punch burn on Blissey? It doesn't really matter. What I could do is switch. I could switch so I don't die to Starmie. Psychic. Yeah, I'm 296. I'm slower than the modest Starmies. It was the drawback of the low IVs. Just so do I just put in Suicune, keep Gengar alive? The sets that don't use Psychic, what are they doing? I'm not that concerned about Starmie 2. I guess the Bright Powders are really annoying, right? There are no Starmie sets that Ice Beam Latios, because all of the Ice Beam Starmies have Psychic. I'm switching, I think. The worst thing that could happen is Thunderbolt into Suicune, which is okay. It won't do that much damage. Okay. Drop's quite annoying. It's not a bulky Starmie. It's Crobat. And it's very likely Blissey 4, right? There's no double high risk on Crobat. It's got to be Crobat 3, Blissey 4. Do I not just kill Crobat and move on? I could even rest. I'd rather rest or Ice Beam. Let's say Crobat crits Suicune. I think we Ice Beam in case Crobat crits Latios. Okay. Good, good, good. So Blissey is at +2. I can switch Latios out here. Gengar has a Lumberry for the Ice Beam. So Ice Beam would have to crit to deny the Destiny Bond. Boom, boom, boom. Very funny. Very funny, Blissey. I guess that makes Serene Grace a bit more likely. He is guaranteed to go for Gengar again. Okay, counter can also get +4 against Suicune. True. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. So that was a no bulk Psychic Starmie. Grass high risk. Grass high risk is a bit weird. I don't think we're taking Starmie. Blissey is interesting, but I think Suicune is safer, and Crobat 3 is kind of bad. Grass high risk. So I guess Breloom is fairly likely, right? Victory Bell, Double Edge, Venusaur, Double Edge, Shiftry's got Explosion. What else? There's Meganium's Flail set. And Executor has Explosion as well, of course. Okay. I'm happy with all those. Like, we're not bad into grass. Suicune is not upset to see grass types. It's the superior speed tier, high IV and Ice Beam. Victory Bell and Skarmory. I think this is a very, very clear Thunderbolt Starmie with Latios. And go for the Victory Bell with Gengar. What can go wrong there? The Victory Bell could get a Bright Powder Miss. I guess Skarm 2 could also get a Bright Powder Miss. But if we can kill both, it's kind of over. The fact that it's high risk means that it's a bit more likely to be Counter Skarmory. And it's a bit more likely to be Double Edge on Victory Bell. Another wrinkle is Skarm 4 could Quick Claw me. If Quick Claw went off, I feel like it's more important to kill Skarm. Which does mean that that's even more reason to do it this way round rather than try to Fire Punch. Definitely want to get rid of Skarmy. Another option, of course, is Skarm 1, but Skarm 1 is going to counter all agility. I don't care about those. And the defensive Skarm sets aren't going to do anything. And then there's Victory Bell 1. But I don't think I care about Victory Bell 1. The worst thing that could do is Sleep Powdered Latios after surviving the Psychic. Which is not very likely. It's quite likely to be Victory Bell 4. It's the very obvious play, and I think it's also correct. Good. No Victory Bell 1 shenanigans. Shiftry. And it is Skarmory 4. So, it does not have to be high risk on Shiftry. It does not have to be. Fake out, okay. That was one of the easiest battles. This team is very unfair. No type. High risk again. There was nothing worth taking there. Oh, I've definitely had my luck for today. This draft is ridiculous. I'm hoping the next draft... I hope I reach the next draft, and I hope it's also good. Expert Miranda. Fortress and Kingdra. The gut reaction of just immediately fire punching the Fortress is very strong. What's the worst thing that could happen if I leave Kingdra alone? Like, I could be giving Kingdra free, could get Selakberry after Dragon Dance. And activate the Selakberry on a crit. I think I just kill Fortress. I don't want to... Explosion is quite likely in high risk, and I think Explosion is the worst thing that could happen here. I don't think Kingdra's going to get very far, not with Suicune on the back as well. So, what should we choose to use against Kingdra with Latios? Because we could try an Earthquake, the thing in the back. Honestly, most of the things that Earthquake hits super effectively are not a problem. There's a chance of something like... Well, it can't be Metagross. Hitting something like Snorlax would be nice with Earthquake. I kind of want to use Psychic on Kingdra, though. just so that I can kill it next turn. I also don't mind using Thunderbolt on Kingdra. Like, it could be Lumberry on Kingdra 1, but it's more likely to be Flail or Double Edge Kingdra because of high risk. Let's do Earthquake. Because I think Earthquake, Psychic kills Kingdra. And also, if I crit Earthquake into Kingdra 3, I don't give it Slackberry. I think that's important as well. So let's Earthquake. I don't want Quick Claw to go off, because I want to hit the Pokemon in the back with Earthquake. And also, Earthquake hedges my bets against Focus Band Fortress, which is a real consideration as well. Okay. No Quick Claw. Fortress goes down to Fire Punch. Scizor. Yeah, okay. It is actually a tie on Bug and Steel. And it is Dragon Dance. Okay, I was... It's a little bit of a surprise to see a Steel type after no type, but Fortress and Scizor do indeed share both types. It didn't have to be high-risk Fortress. No, it did. They're all high-risk, aren't they? Because set 1 also has Double Edge. But it can still be... It doesn't tell me much about Scizor, basically. It's a high-risk Kingdra to use Dragon Dance, but it doesn't tell me anything about Scizor, so it could be a high-risk Scizor, or it could not. I think I do just Fire Punch. Do I want to Earthquake again to cover for the Focus Band? I think I do. That's an annoying Quick Claw. We'll see if Scizor 2 potentially Quick Claws. No. Okay, so it's not Scizor 2 because Quick Claw activation is global in Gen 3. Yeah, we don't know much about that Scizor. Okay, rest. It's obviously Kingdra 4, but that's fine. In doubles, it's not going to be able to sweep. It can't even hit Gengar with Double Edge, and it can't freeze Gengar because of Lumberry. Ba, ba, ba. I see that I am too weak. I do feel sorry for my opponents this round, because this is a deeply unfair team I'm using. No type, high risk again. Never surprised. It is a common phrase. In a worse draft, I might consider Kingdra 4 in the back for doubles and rest policy insurances and so on, but this team is just too busted. I like rock-solid Pokemon the best. Shiftry Tentacruel. Okay. Not a surprise. The high-risk Shiftry does strongly imply Explosion, and high risk on Tentacruel implies Mirror Coat. I'm really tempted to do both. There's a case to be made for killing Tentacruel immediately, but I think there's a bigger case to be made for just killing Shiftry immediately. I can Ice Beam and Ice Punch it. I guess Fire Punch is better than Ice Punch, right? Shiftry 4 is going to fake out Latios anyway. So actually the follow-up is... The follow-up attack that Latios will use against Shiftry is based on it not being Shiftry 4, but potentially Shiftry 3. And in that case, it sort of doesn't matter. There's no chance of Shiftry dodging the Gengar Ice Punch, is there? Or Fire Punch. I think it'll be Fire Punch. It's just better against the Focus Band activation. Double Focus Band would be a bit devastating. I'm leaving alone Tentacle, but I think that's fine. The worst thing that Tentacle can do is... Well, I guess Tentacle set free could crit Latios. That would be devastating. I was going to say the worst thing that could happen would be Hydro Pump. But, like, Tentacle 3 and 4 are so likely to use Mirror Coat because of Gengar being double physical type in Gen 3. And, like, yes, Confuse Ray's potential, but I've got Lumbear on one of my Pokemon. I think we just go for Shiftry. Let's stop Explosion. Because Hydro Pump crit into Gengar into Explosion would be the way I would potentially lose, I think. So Ice Beam in case of the Quick Claw. And Fire Punch. Okay, it is Fake Out. It's very likely that is... Okay, no, it's actually not Shiftry 4, because we didn't kill with Gengar. I was going to say it was Shiftry 4, but that is Shiftry 1. Which is a high-risk one in the back. We can definitely Earthquake here, though. That is free. Give me a reason not to Psychic the Tentacruel. Can't see one. Now that I know it can't... Shiftry can't Focus Band. So it's safe. Aggron last. We won't lose to that. Okay. The Quick Claw. I lost the Quick Claw speed tie there to Aggron 4. Water? No phrase. I am a tiny, tiny bit weakened to waters. Like, Latios would somehow have to do almost nothing. But, Suicune has some fairly bad matchups into the water absorb waters. But I can be mindful of that and potentially bring Suicune in early. So, turn 1 might be Latios switches out for Suicune. I could see that happening fairly often. I am glad it's not high-risk water, though. Less afraid of Oko moves and counter code. Anya. Anya is evolutions in tower. That's an evolution as well. Vaporeon, okay. So my gut reaction is to kill Vaporeon as fast as possible, since Suicune is bad into it. Vaporeon is a little bit of information, like, it's a little bit less likely to be endurance. Like, Whiscash also has some endurance on set 1. It's probably still fairly likely, though, isn't it? And I also do have to be aware that the final Pokemon could also be a water type. Just because they lead to waters doesn't mean there's guaranteed to be a waste of space in the back. I also want to be aware that if I leave Whiscash alive and if it is Whiscash 4, it could Quick Claw Fisher Suicune, which is one of the only ways that Suicune is easily fainting in a game like this. And then to a lesser extent, Whiscash 3 is similar. Whiscash 1 and 3 are both endurance, and so are Vaporeon 3 and 4. I think my reaction of just wanting to Thunderbolt Vaporeon is correct. I'm not sure what Gengar should do here. Like, I could Psychic Vaporeon to try and get a special defense drop, and then Thunderbolt can kill Vaporeon. That would be nice. At the same time, putting a Psychic in on Whiscash, particularly if it is Whiscash 3 or 4, is quite significant. I think I'm splitting damage. So what's the worst thing could happen here? The worst thing could happen is they both Ice Beam Latios. It's fairly unlikely, but it could happen. The other thing about Whiscash is that in doubles, Whiscash is kind of like locked out of using Earthquake unless its partner is a flyer. So that basically makes the Whiscash sets a lot less likely to directly attack. It will make Fissure more likely from Whiscash 4. And it will mean that Whiscash 1 wastes a lot of time on Amnesia and Rest. You know what? I'm actually going to go for Vaporeon. I'm going to go for Vaporeon. Because it leaves me open to try and get it with Gengar next turn as well. In case there is a double Ice Beam onto Latios, I can still kill Vaporeon. Okay. Shadow Ball. Okay. Special defense drop. So Gengar could be dead. Okay. Whiscash 1, Vaporeon 2. They're both really quite low priority kill targets. I kind of want to do damage to Whiscash. Because it can run away with this a little bit with Amnesia. I am all special. And it's going to be difficult to predict the timing on Rock Slide since its spread damage doubles is going to do nothing to Gengar. So it's going to be difficult to Destiny Bond that. So do I just hit the Pokemon in the back with a Psychic though? Because Whiscash 1 isn't winning this really. It's not getting past Latios. I've still got Earthquake for it. It can't boost its defense. Let's just do this. Could be a Dark type. Yes, elements. I'd like to crit it. It's not a bulky one. It's definitely one of the first 3 or one of the last 2. So Gengar will have to do it. And I'll have to be aware of Salamence 3, I guess. Salamence 3 can endure here. Oh, no, it can't. Oh, no, it's got Crunch. It's got Crunch. It would go for Crunch. I'm just paranoid, so I'm going to do it this way around. Okay, that's GG. It's very funny that it goes for Earthquake even though it doesn't do anything. Close your eyes and click Dr. Ice moves. Amen. Hell yeah. Just kill them. It is going to slowly faint to Earthquake. Okay, 1 battle left. With the Gods team. No type. Endurance. Okay. I'm pretty good into Endurance with Suicune on the team. The annoying thing about Endurance is just the it's just the moves like Protect and Endure, which can be tricky to play around in doubles. But I don't want to take Salamence. Don't want to take a free IV Settlements. Let's teach you how tough I am. Moltres Glalie. So it is quite likely to be Protect or Endure Glalie. Those are the endurance sets. And then on Moltres, Rest Safeguard. Moltres 2 also has Protect. So they could both potentially use the move Protect, which is very annoying. I think I go for Glalie, just because Moltres is not a threat to the team. It's not a threat to Suicune, and I think Glalie 2 exploding is like how this could go wrong. Not right now, but if it does it later after enduring and after Moltres or something else potentially kills Gengar. So I think we double target Glalie. If it's Glalie 1, I'll probably leave it alone for the rest of the match and just go after Moltres. I don't want to split target on Glalie because I want to kill it this turn. I guess one thing I could do, I could Ice Beam Glalie with Latios. So that if it is Glalie 2, it won't endure next turn. The issue is I don't want to get hit by Icy Wind of Glalie 2. No, I think I've got to kill Glalie. In case it is Glalie 2. Go for the Fire Punch in case it kills. It could be Glalie 1, and Glalie 1 could have gone for Hail over Protect. Okay, Fire Blast one-shots. Not a surprise. Glalie goes down. Okay. So yeah, if Glalie had been live and it had been Glalie 2, that could have been how I lost. Alakazam. It's not Alakazam 3 because Impossible to Predict does override Endurance. Moltres 3 is Rest. So I believe this is Alakazam 2 then. For Recover. I think I always win here. How do I lose? Latios has to somehow faint before it can follow up the Surf kill. So I guess T-Wave fully paralyzed Latios is the risk. Yeah, I think that's the only way I lose. And I can't do anything about it. I'd rather Surf than Rest. Rest is way too conservative. Okay, Quick Claw. Quick Claw crit. Okay, that's the end of the game. It's one of the strongest drafts I've ever had. Only limited by the fact it was random IV. And because it was random IV and my Gengar's speed was low, I was outsped by enemy base 115s. But we're out of random IV territory now. It's round 10. Keep going. I would love to have another good draft like that. I'm not expecting it to happen though. No type. High risk. Okay. Gramble. Okay. It's not the God draft. Okay. I don't like Gramble too. It's not the correct Fearer either. Okay, it's the Articuno that scared me so badly in singles by getting crit on Heracross so often. Okay, Venusaur 4. Tentacle 4. Okay, that's... Tentacle 4 is actually good though. That's okay. And Flygon 2. Okay, it's not good. Okay. Unfortunately, the best two Pokemon here are both weak to Psychic, which is a bad weakness to have in doubles. A lot of the Psychic types are quite fast. Yes. When's the next YouTube stream? I'm not sure. I will think about how I spread those out. I will schedule it when I've got a clear idea in mind. The Sun team. We'll do something before Arcade 100. Arcade 1000 is like 2 months away, so it'll be something before then. Hey, thanks, Parasize. We had a really good draft just now, but this is not a good draft. You're just... Ramble is just so slow. I'm so scared to put it up front, even with Intimidate. Liquid Ooze actually does matter slightly because of Intimidate on Tentacle as well. Am I gonna lead Fearow Tentacle? Thanks, Freebreeze. I think I'm about to lose. I've got a feeling. I have got a feeling here. I just can't see myself taking Flygon 2. Fundamentally, you have to hit Fire Blasts. Crunch is not enough of a move. It is fast, and that is nice, but it's just not it. I think it's Venusaur. I think it's Venusaur, Tentacle, and Fearow. I'm scared about taking these two together, though. Like, yes, I can Mirror Coat, but it's not singles. And Fearow is going to draw a lot of attacks on the lead as well. I'm not going to be sure where an enemy Psychic type is going to use its attack. Oh my god, do I lead Venusaur Fearow then? I mean, I could do that. Because at least this way I know that if the Mirror Coat's coming in... I just really like the faster Ice Beam up front. I don't know. I've never seen you lose live before. I need you to be around more then, because I've seen myself lose a lot. Is it Venusaur Fearow? I don't think Articuno can come. Not in doubles. If it was coming, it would be in the back. I mean, Articuno can switch into Psychic moves. It's got enough special bulk to do it. What is the first match? High risk? Aren't I in massive trouble against, like, just against Intimidate? Like, Venusaur being intimidated is really bad. So is Tentacle. Tentacle less bad. You know what? I might do Venusaur Tentacle up front, and I might put Articuno in the back. I just don't believe in Fearow. But the electric issues are so bad. I think maybe it's Articuno Tentacle up front with Venusaur in the back. Because at least that way round I can proactively play against Electric. Electric is not very likely on match 1 though. I don't think I can take Fearow. Right. It's just not good enough. They're so similar. Look how little the stats are changing. I'm putting Tentacle in the back. Oh god, I've gone back to Fearow. I think we're doing Fearow Venusaur. We're doing Fearow Venusaur Tentacle, and if it's an electric type, it's an electric type. It is what it is. I hate this so much. We really, really, really need to replace Fearow. I want to bring Articuno, but I'm just thinking about turn 1. How often I'm going to have to be clicking Blizzard. I can click Double Edge on turn 1. You know what? I am going to take Articuno. I've changed my minds enough times now. It's only round 10. We'll be fine. This is the Articuno 4 redemption arc from giving me a heart attack last week. You make me go, ah. Who has... So the level 100 doubles world record is Guma on 259. Oh. Do I have time to use Sunny Day? Do I even want to use Sunny Day with Tentacle on the team? Do I just go for the raw Solar Beam? What does Articuno do? At least Swampert isn't going to Earthquake because Hariyama is right there. It'll only Earthquake when Earthquake kills. Fake out into Venusaur would be fairly devastating, right, wouldn't it? No, Dizzy Knight is not the world record holder. I don't think I want to use Reflect because Cross Drop is high crit. And they're all quite likely to use Cross Drop in this match. Because it's doubles, even the Rock Slide sets are quite likely to use Cross Drop anyway. And I don't have a double special typed Mon. So Hariyama counter is not very likely. It's going to fake out turn 1 anyway if it's Hariyama 1. I can't stack Swampert like that though. I'm going to Sunny Day, I think, just because of Ice Beam Freeze. And Ice Punch Freeze as well, I guess. How do I feel about a Sunny Day into Fire Punch from Hariyama? I think it's fine, because Hariyama does no damage. And I don't want Earthquake, because I don't want to be hit by counter from Swampert. Particularly Swampert 2, which is quite likely. No Fake Out. We live it. I know we live it. And there's counter. Okay. It's very likely to be Hariyama free, just because the others like to use Fake Out. The reason why it could be Hariyama 1 or 4 is because Rock Slide is a 4-time super effective move against Articuno. It can get further promoted. Get a further +2. And it's weird though, because it's quite likely to be Swampert 2 as well, but those are both Quick Claw mons. So I'll be wrong about one of those. I guess Swampert 1 is pretty likely to use Curse. It's probably Swampert 2 or 3. Swampert 3 is actually guaranteed to counter because of the doubles interaction with Earthquake next to Hariyama. I still want to Solar Beam Swampert though. And I think I want to rest on Articuno. Okay, no Quick Claw. Okay, nice rest. Very nice rest. I'm glad I did that. And it's Sunny Day up and it's Ninetales in, and I'm about to bring out Tentacle. At least the Earthquake Hariyama sets will be put off Earthquake. I guess we also know it's not Hariyama 1. Because Hariyama 1 does not run attack investment, and we just saw cross shop Oko Articuno. So it's got to be Hariyama 3 or 4. It's very likely to be Hariyama 3. We don't know anything about the Ninetales, because High Risk has already been completed. Which one do I go? I feel like I go for Hariyama. Let's Sludge Bomb Ninetales and Solar Beam the Hariyama. Because Hariyama 3 can't kill Venusaur, right? Because it can't use Earthquake this turn. It can flinch me with Quick Claw. So flinch, Quick Claw flinch into a fire move critting. That is super annoying. But that's more reason to Sludge Bomb Ninetales, right? Yeah, this world record is insane. It's very high. It is Grudge Tails. It is Ninetales too. Okay. Please kill. Please kill. You should kill. Okay. Like, what do I do now? Do I take Swampert? This is a really hard swap option. Because my current team is not good. Those are all free IV Pokemon. I still don't actually know what set that Hariyama was. It is quite tempting to take Swampert though, because then I'm not weak to electric anymore. Swampert Venusaur is in some ways quite a nice pairing. Like, you wouldn't think of it as being good immediately, but I can bring Swampert out of a grass. I just don't know how I feel about Swampert 2 specifically. It is, I think it is more likely to be Swampert 3. Just because of the Quick Claw being crowded. Still got this weird psychic weakness. I don't think I want to swap Tentacle. I guess I could also swap Venusaur. Yeah, you know what? Venusaur's the best Pokemon on the team, but equally, I kind of have to get rid of it because using Sunny Day is so awkward with Tentacle in the back. And it just doesn't really work. I don't think I'm swapping out Tentacle. And if I this way round, even if it is, I mean, it could potentially be Swampert 1. That's very unlikely, but even if it is Swampert 2, I think I'm okay with it doing this way around. This is quite a committal decision, though. It might have been better to try and keep that team for the whole round. Oh. It's brave. We're Swampert 3. Okay. Okay. Is very scary. It could be Breloom 2, which is the Giga Drain set. I think I have to stay in, no matter what, though. It could also be Raikou 2, which is the Thunder set. The reason why Raikou matters is because Raikou 2 can one-shot Articuno. It's also faster. So how about this for turn 1, right? Thunder kills Articuno, and then I Earthquake my own Tentacle, killing it. And then Breloom survives. That's horrendous. At the same time, I can't exactly switch Tentacle into Articuno. And if I don't Earthquake and it's not Raikou 2, I've thrown the game really badly. Also very bad would be Thunderbolt and Iron Tail into Articuno. Or Thunderbolt and Sky Uppercut, that would also do it. Yeah, this might be game over. I mean, as soon as I saw that draft, I knew we were in trouble. What I could do is switch. I can switch to Tentacruel. Just don't think I want to do it. The reason why I want to switch to Tentacruel is because if I switch to Tentacruel, and Tentacruel is killed, I can still Earthquake because Articuno is switched in on the same turn. Because in Gen 3, if I switch in Tentacruel, and Tentacruel dies, I have to immediately switch in Articuno before the turn ends. So if I switch into Tentacruel here, and I Earthquake, then at least Raikou dies. And at least it won't be a 2 versus 1. I will still have 2 Pokemon left. Unless somehow Articuno faints. But Articuno has the Chesto. I guess that is the other really bad scenario that I don't really want to talk about, is the fact that Breloom could just Spore Swampert. And that might be why I have to stay in with Articuno. I don't think I can play around Spore into Swampert, though. I think what I do is I just Blizzard. I just Blizzard and I Earthquake. And I hope that at least one of them dies. I don't think there's any point doing a switch. That's really good for me. That's even better. Okay, that's a really good turn 1. The double miss is a little bit oof. So we kill Raikou. But they all have identical bulk, right? All of the reflect sets. Yeah. Oh, okay. So what did we learn on that turn? It's not Breloom 3 because that's leftovers. I want to say it's not Breloom 2, but I think it can actually be Breloom 2. We saw Reflect, right? It's free-spirited. Breloom 2 is almost slow and steady on its own. So Reflect clashes with Raw and T-Wave and Raikou 4 and 5. So I think it's probably not Breloom 2 because of how likely slow and steady would be if it was. Regirock could also be slow and steady on top of that. I know for a fact this isn't a high-risk Regirock. That is also a lot of information as well. So it's Regirock 3 or 4. It can't be anything else. Because those would all activate high-risk with Breloom. It's probably Breloom 4. Also, it's probably not Raikou 2, because Raikou 2 surely wanted to Thunder Articuno. Like, maybe it was a roll, but surely it would rather do that than anything else. I just wonder if do I just double-edge the Breloom to cover for the sleep into Swampert, the Spore into Swampert. But surely Breloom 4 always kills Swampert with Focus Punch. I think I can actually abandon it. I don't have to pay attention to Breloom. I just need to make sure it gets hit. In that case, I'm safe. And actually, I just want to pay attention to Regirock. And I think for that, I just Blizzard again. Okay. A lot of thinking for the same result. There's the Spore. I am going to double edge at this point. Breloom has to die. And I have the Chesto Berry. So the Reflect saves it. +1 Rock Slide. And the crit on Swampert. This is suddenly a lot closer than it should be. I would like Swampert to wake up here. Breloom could Sludge Bomb me here. Can't do anything about it though. Apart from maybe not use Earthquake. So I don't hit my own Tentacle. I really hope that Focus Punch is aimed on Tentacle. If... No, that sucks. That might be it. Okay. That might be it. Because I don't think Hydro Pump is going to kill Regirock. Oh, the Spore. I can't believe it used Spore. Was Focus Punch really a roll? Let me check that. Okay, there's a 15 out of 16 chance that it sees a Focus Punch kill into Swampert. So it was a 6% chance it could even potentially use Spore. Articuno was asleep, so Focus Punch was getting +1 to that as well. So it also got the super effective 4x Spore into Swampert on top of missing the kill on Focus Punch. Which is like 3%, maybe less. So I just kill Breloom, right? I can't leave Breloom there. I have to kill Breloom. Regirock is quite likely to go for Curse, so I guess I have the chance of potentially having a Rock Slide miss on the following turn. I guess the reason to hit Regirock, right, is that it can rest instead of Earthquake kill, even after Curse. Okay, so maybe I don't go for Breloom. Breloom could also Quick Claw, I guess. How much do we do? 68 to 80. Okay. I was kind of hoping I'd lowballed it and we did more than that. We have to kill Breloom. Double team is very unlikely. Spore is too likely here, basically. And getting hit by Focus Punch is too much damage. Quick claw double team. No way, dude. Oh, okay. I hit it. I think it's guaranteed to curse. Almost guaranteed. Yeah. I'm definitely not favoured to kill it from here. There's no way. Yes, okay, okay. I thought it might have lived on like 1 pixel. My cube charm doesn't attract you. Jesus. I've got to think about the swap now. Hold on. So it was Breeding 4. It was Regirock 3. And it was probably Raikou 4 or 5. But where could Raikou go on the team? Like, how does that work? Do I drop Swampert for it? We very, very, very almost lost that match. But Tentacle clutched. Tentacle got the Ice Beam and it got the Hydro Pump kill. The Effect Spore Paralysis was also super unlucky. I didn't moan about it at the time, but Effect Spore Paralysis is 3% in Gen 3. Effect Spore is 10%, and then to get the Paralysis is 3%. We had the Chesto Berry for the sleep on Articuno. I don't want to drop Tentacool. I might drop Swampert. And move away from the slow Earthquake. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop Swampert. It's high risk. I'll take the Raikou. If this is Raikou 2, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so upset because that meant it also didn't see the Thunder kill into Articuno somehow. High risk. Bruh. Okay. Where's Swampert? Where did Swampert go? Which idiot just got rid of Swampert? Right, let's have a look. Okay. This is hard. This is really hard. The high risk T-Tar always scares me a bit as well. So, Earthquake is broken in terms of the way it doesn't look up Steel properly on the teammate. Jeez, what do I do here? It's very likely to be Registeel 3. Maybe I leave Registeel 3 there and just let it amnesia. But how do I kill it? How do I kill it? Jesus, this is so bad. I might have to reflect here. Reflect and T-bolt. I think I T-bolt T-tar. And I really hope that Registeel 3 goes to the Ancient Power onto Articuno. Let's think about the T-tar 10 scenario. I think my play against that is so poor I don't even bother thinking about it. Oh, facing Registeel in sand is so brutal. I'm really concerned about it. I've never been sucker punched so badly by a swap decision. I don't think I'm going to change my mind though. I think it's going to be Reflect and T-bolt. I could maybe T-wave. Oh, more I think about it, more I think maybe I do want to T-wave Registeel. I might have to gamble on this being Registeel 5 or something. And just go for T-tar. I'm just going to go for T-tar. Good thing about this is we should be baiting Earthquake fairly often. Counter. Okay. I think we definitely try and kill T-tar. Blizzard and Thunderbolt it. It should be guaranteed as long as Blizzard hits. I'm a bit concerned about... It's quite likely to be Registeel 5, right? But I think I have to deal with that later. Please hit T-tar. Please hit T-tar. Nice, nice, nice. Could I swap my entire team with their entire team? So it's high risk. T-tar 3 is only counter. Registeel 4 has no high risk, so it's high risk Moltres, which is not a surprise. Basically, it's overheat. It's overheat Moltres, it has to be. So I just T-bolt the Moltres, and then what? I could be easily entering an infinite battle here. Hydro Pump only has 5 PP. But I can't afford to take the... If I don't target Moltres with Thunderbolt, Overheat is potentially going to hit Raikou, and then I lose. It's going to Earthquake as well. It's very likely. I think I have to freeze it. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. It still sees Moltres as alive. So that is going to promote Earthquake. Also promoted on T-Wave, though it's pretty random what it does. Do I put Swamp... I mean, do I put Tentacool in now? And do I Thunderwave this? Do I keep trying to freeze it? Realistically, am I winning? I think to beat this, Raikou has to stay alive. I might be able to waste all of its Earthquake PP on Tentacle Articuno as a duo, but the problem is it's Sandstorm, right? And it's quite likely to waste turns on Thunderwave or Double Team. And it'll only take 3 Earthquakes to get through. It'll have 2 left, which is enough for Raikou. I can Reflect, but it doesn't help versus the Sand. The Sand is a problem. Without Sandstorm, I think I could actually win this with a complicated stall out on pressure. I just don't see how I win if I switch. I think I have to freeze this. I think that's the only way out. At the same time, I've got to do Thunderbolts. I've got to do damage. That's not even a good thing to paralyze it, I think. It's only at +2 evasion, I guess. Let's just maximize damage. I don't think... I'll see how low I get it before I decide on the Hydro Pump ordering. Okay. Reflect is gone, but it doesn't make any difference. It's always going to be a 2-shot on Raikou with the weaker doubles Reflect. Okay, we're getting quite lucky with the hits on Blizzard. Nice crit. Okay. I thought it was over. I actually thought it was over. Okay. That's a bonus. The power of just attacking. I was very close to switching out Articuno there. Turn on the luck patch. I mean... Yeah. RNG saving me after I got rid of Swampert into a Registeel Tyranitar. What do I do here? I think I'm taking the Moltres. I didn't see anything. I know it's a White Herb Overheat Moltres, which is honestly all I need to know. Take the leftovers team. Okay. Set 4. I just killed them both, right? There's no point overthinking this. I could have overheated a back slot, I guess. Slow and steady. So it was probably Fearow 2. And it was probably Vileplume 3. Which means that this Slowking can be anything. If it wasn't Vileplume 3, then this needs to be Slowking 1 or 2. I know, this is a completely different game. Well, no Quick Claw if it was Slowking 3 or 4. That was not Slowking 1. Slowking 1 is max HP. I do still have level 100 singles ongoing, yeah. We'll continue with that at some point. Normal. Don't say high risk. I don't like normal high risk. I'm a little bit vulnerable to it as well right now with these special ones. Specifically, I'm quite scared about Snorlax. What's the goal here for doubles open level? I want to beat my PB because my PB was done with Battle Factory Buddy. So I'd like to beat my PB, basically. Is the world record beatable? I'm not going to think about the world record too much until, like, is this a thing? This is also, like, one of my doubles records are lower than my singles, so I can work on those more. I mean, I can't take any of those. Those are all trash. Okay, I mean, at least it's not Snorlax. Ursaring, Houndoom. Houndoom very, very, very likely to be Overheat. Although Houndoom 1 does also have Counter. And then Ursaring has plenty of high-risk sets. I feel like this is a close decision on what to kill. But I do think I like trying to kill Ursaring. So the real question is, do I want to put my faith in Overheat hitting or not? And I think I don't want to. In that case, I Thunderbolt double-edge the Ursaring, right? Does any Ursaring set survive that? There's no Ursaring with all of its EVs in bulk, is there? That doesn't exist. They've all got some kind of attack investment. So, yes. Thunderbolt double-edge into Ursaring. Houndoom is allowed to do something, but it's fine as long as it doesn't crit. I guess Quick Claw makes me want to use Overheat, right? Ursaring 2 Quick Claw double edges Raikou and kills it. That won't be a roll. Ursaring 1 probably also has a roll to kill Raikou with Mega Kick. Okay. That does scare me a bit. But surely they wouldn't Quick Claw twice, right? It's a lot more consistent to double edge Thunderbolt. The Aaron. Bruh. Oh, that's a bit tilting. I don't even find out what set it is, because they both kill with the crit. I guess it's more likely to be Houndoom 3, right? Because that's double high risk. Okay. Okay. At least Ursaring dies. Kang. 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 I think I just split. It doesn't make sense to do anything else, does it? I could safeguard. I think I just overheat Kang and go for the pump. I guess the alternative is that I double target Houndoom and I don't give a pump, I go for Sludge Bomb. Another complication here is the fact that fake out could happen easily. Could easily fake out something. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Could also be sunny day, of course. Do I overheat to cover for the sunny day? I think I do. I can, of course, also miss pump. That would be very cursed. Okay. I really, really hope this is not Kang 4. I don't want to try and hit 2 pumps to win this game. Okay, good. It can't attract me. I Sludge Bomb it. Unfortunately, I'm Liquid Ooze, aren't I? I'm not. Oh, if I was Clear Body, it would be so free to just go for the Sludge Bomb. But Crush Claw defense drop into another Crush Claw wins. Do I want to go for both pumps hitting? It's a lot more consistent to just Sludge Bomb. Oh. It also has to hit both Crush Claws. And if I hit pump, it wants to rest, right? So maybe I pump and then I sludge. Does that make sense though? It doesn't help if it does get the drop because it's going to go for the kill quite often after the drop. Oh, I hate this. I hate how there's a real case for both moves. Ice Beam freeze into the Lumberry. I do also have Shell Bell, which might actually save me from the Crush Claw defense drop into Crush Claw. Does the presence of Shell Bell make Sludge Bomb better than Hydro Pump? I recognise that one as well. Have we used up our luck? I want to use Sludge Bomb. Hitting 2 Hydro Pumps is under a 2/3 chance. It scares me. Also, I'm not even sure Hydro Pump 2 shots all the time. Okay. I definitely stick on it. The crit would suck. Can't do anything about it. It's not going to rest. We didn't do enough damage on the first turn. When it went down into 70s, I thought it would crit. Okay. There's the crit. Okay. Yeah, because the first one did 116, right? Because he went down to 185. Poison. What do we know? We saw Double Edge from Houndoom, right? That was Houndoom 3. Houndoom is a faster and frailer Moltres. It also does not share a weakness with Tentacle in the same way with Electric. It might be Houndoom over Moltres. The difference is that Moltres hits so much harder with this special attack investment. I'm not taking Unknown Earthring. That would be insane. And if I take Houndoom lead, I'm very vulnerable to Earthquake. No, I think I've got to stick. Okay. There might be an argument for going after Exploud and not Victory Bell. It's high risk. It's high risk. It's quite likely to be Victory Bell 4 and not the Sleep Powder sets. At the same time, like if I'm gonna lose this, surely it's via Sleep Powder. So maybe I should just be pragmatic against that. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that with Exploud, but yeah. Let's do it this way round. Yeah, let's do it this way round. I do not want to be sleep powdered. Oh, it's fast. It's Exploud 3. It's fast Exploud. And we miss, and there's a sleep powder. You've got to be joking. Oh, dude, what the hell? The final one is also poison. What am I worried about for the last poison? I wouldn't really want Muck to show up. It really matters which Victory Bell set it is. It really, really matters. Okay. I think I have to just kill Exploud, though. The fast Exploud is actually a bit of a threat to me. Because it can, like, Thunder Punch crit and stuff. Wouldn't hate Nido. At least I would be able to have a chance at pumping it. And Raikou dying to Sludge Bomb is what I'm concerned about. God, Overheat is such a garbage move. I know that Guma likes going for Overheat and stuff, and you just hit. But I've always hated the planning around hitting Overheat strategy. It's always felt so shaky to me. Like, I know the Overheat sets are good, it's just never worked out. It's never worked out. It is Sludge Bomb as well. That's so bad, dude. Ugh. And that could be Explosion. In fact, it's very likely to be Explosion, isn't it? Because Victory Bell 2 is not high risk. So this is a high risk Wheezing. I can't even play around it though, because if Moltres doesn't wake up, I can't kill Wheezing. And it's got Focus Band anyway. And Wheezing 4 might be able to survive Double Edge Hydro Pump even after all of that. I think I just Ice Beamed a Wheezing. If I wake up, I'll Double Edge. Did I say Ice Beam Wheezing? I meant Ice Beam Victory Bell. Try and kill it. Try and kill it. I should have Double Edged Victory Bell, actually. Please don't explode. Okay. Okay. I think we're actually like kind of safe now. I think we're kind of safe because it shouldn't be able to kill one and also Destiny Bond the other. Particularly when slower. Nice long sleep on Moltres as well. That did a lot. What the hell? How did that do so much? I guess Wheezing 2 is adamant, right? I guess I double edge, right? Because I have to hit Hydro. Do I double edge Ice Beam? Like, does that kill through the Citrus? Citrus is only 30 in Gen 3. It's not 25%. Let's Ice Beam. Nice. Nice. Okay. Nice. That's good damage. $178. I also heal. I don't think I'm dead to a crit facade. And I have Mirror Coat for Destiny Bond. Okay. The freezes. Okay. I was wrong about the damage rolls on Citrus, but it's fine. Okay. I can't take Wheezing 2, it sucks. Exploud sucks. Victory Bell sucks. It's actually very simple. Want to Gulpin Design Suites. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's so bad. Zapdos kills Moltres, and then Moltres can't overheat Metagross. And Metagross wants to Earthquake next to Zapdos for Raikou. Oh, that's so bad. I think I have to hope that something about that doesn't happen. What What a cursed counter team. Let me go through this quickly on high risk. So high risk, I hope it's Metagross 1. Metagross 1 is Facade, which is high risk. Metagross 5 would be horrendous. That would be an Earthquaker. Metagross 8, also horrendous. It's so bad, dude. Like, the high risk Zapdos is the Thunder set. Oh my god. Do I have to bet the whole game on Zapdos missing Thunder? But I can't switch. I can't put Tentacle in on Thunder. And I can't put Tentacle in on Earthquake. I hate how likely it is to be Metagross 5 or 8. It's so bad. I might have to assume it's 1 or one of the non-high risk ones. To be honest, it kind of has to be 1 or 6. Because Raikou has to survive this turn. What I could do is... No, I can't even T-Wave. Because Zapdos 6 is Lumberry. I was going to say I could switch and T-Wave, but I can't do that, actually. They both have to die. They both have to die. That Tentacle struggles against both of them. I'm not sure what to do. Do I just assume that Zapdos misses Thunder? Because I think if it doesn't, I lose. You know what? It might be better to overheat Zapdos than overheat Metagross. Simply because I can deal with Metagross, I can't deal with Zapdos. Oh, Moltres is so slow. Why do I have Moltres on the team? There's 2 double-edged Zapdos. Oh, Zapdos 5. But I lose to Zapdos 5, right? It's just over. I guess I could T-Wave Zapdos. I could also Reflect. Reflect might be it, actually. Do I Reflect and then go after Zapdos in the following turn? But Metagross is just gonna beat. It's just gonna beat Tentacle. Like I just can't do anything. Oh. It's so hard to play this. I guess against Zapdos 5, the option of switching makes a bit more sense, at least. It makes a bit more sense to switch against Zapdos 5. This is gonna be the 50-50 on Zapdos 5, 6 is so trippy. Does Item Clause help me there? Scope Lens and Lumberry? Not really. Like Metagross 2 is Lumberry, yes, but that'll be a tiny impact. I guess it's slightly more likely to be Zapdos 5. There's a surprising number of ways to play out the position, despite the fact I'm so likely to lose in all of them. I think it probably is switch and reflect. I think that probably is the best try overall. Tentacle has a chance to survive Thunder. It's got about a 30% chance to survive Thunder from Zapdos 6. Then Zapdos 5, Zapdos 5 has a 12.5% chance to kill Tentacle because of Scope Lens, which is really, really quite awful. I guess another option is that I T-Wave Metagross. I think I'd rather reflect than do that, though. The chance of it being Metagross 2 is very small, but it also really scares me. Because if I don't reflect against Metagross 2, I've kind of thrown away the entire game. I don't know. On the other hand, do I just want to bet it all on Thunder missing? It could easily be one of the other Zapdos sets. I wouldn't really want to be switching against those. It's probably best if they simply take. I think more than Zapdos, it's got to be an Earthquake less Metagross. But I bet this one, it not being an Earthquake Metagross. Perhaps specifically Metagross 1, which is high risk, but no Metagross Earthquake. What is not bad against those, though, is to go for the Overheat T-Wave play, I guess. Let's do that. I'm going to Overheat Zapdos. Crap. Let me look up the weather AI. And Emerald. Okay, so it's simple. Zapdos has a chance to... It has a chance to Thunder, but if it doesn't Thunder, it's actually going to Rain Dance because of the broken AI. So I need it to not see the kill against Tentacruel. It either needs to not see the kill, which is about 30%, or it can miss Thunderbolt, which is 30%, or it can not kill after using the move, which is also 30%. So it's actually about there's about a 65% chance that Tentacruel lives and gets to use a move, which is quite significant. Unless Metagro's Quick Claw crits. that is quite significant. And if it does, it's just the fact that it could rain. It really makes me want to click Hydro Pump. Really, really makes me want to click Hydro Pump. Or do I go for Mirror Coat? No, I think the half the time it Rain Dances or it misses Thunder. That's a lot. I think it's got to be Pumper. There's also a chance this is Zapdos 2. If it's Zapdos 2, it's not got special attack investment, and I actually always live Thunder on Tentacruel. God, that's weird. This would be a great time to ask Buddy what to do. Like, Zapdos 2 is also broken in the same way. What is the Hydro Pump roll against Metagross 8? Feels like the most important question. Metagross 8 is 0 bulk. Oh no, it's 170. It's 170 and I am... That's unfortunate. Okay. So I don't kill. I'd kill 6 and 7. Maybe. Another option is that I try an Ice Beam. Just seems pointless though. I'm going to Mirror Coat. I've decided. It's a lot more likely to be 6 because of high risk. I'm going to Mirror Coat and I'm going to Reflect. I wonder about Bite, actually. I wonder about Bite. Oh, so much indecision. No, I'm going to Reflect. I think I need this. I still need this to not be an Earthquake Metagross, I think. Oh, it looks up Double Edge and Rain Dance. Okay. That's even more reason to Mirror Coat, though. I need this to be... I need this to be Metagross 1, though. So think about for Reggie... Not Registeel, Metagross 3, Metagross 3. Please don't kill me. What's last? The Reflect is a very big deal if it is Kang 1. So Kang 3 and 4 get messed up by... But Kang 3 doesn't happen immediately. Kang 4 gets more messed up by the Doubles AI. Which one do I try and kill? The chance of this being Kang 2 Lumberry really scares me off going for T-Wave. Like, I'm in a really good position as long as it's not Earthquake. It's very likely to be Kang 1 or 3. Unless it is high-risk Metagross and high-risk Zapdos, which is possible. I guess the weighted probability is now that it is very likely to be high-risk Metagross. More likely than before. Because that could have been Zapdos 2. No, Zapdos 2 wouldn't have gone for Thunder. It would have gone for Rain Dance. Just kill the Metagross. It's paralyzed. This doesn't feel right. I mean, if it's Kang free, it's Kang free. It does outspeed me. I think I need Tentacle to outspeed, and I think we go for the Metagross kill. Because with Reflect up, Raikou can 1v1 Kang. Raikou cannot 1v1 a Earthquake Metagross once it gets an Earthquake off. I think this has to be Kang 1 or 2, or I lose. Just so that Tentacle can act first. Maybe Kang 3 could use T-Bolt. Maybe T-Bolt kills Tentacle at 50. T-Bolt will be much better for me because it means that Raikou doesn't take Earthquake damage. I don't know, I still have to hit Hydro. Just wondering if the Shell Bell healing ever matters, and if the Shell Bell healing does matter, I'm going to heal more by hitting Kang than Metagross. I don't think it ever would. I guess Metagross might Meteor Mash Tentacruel for the kill. Do I heal enough by Sludge Bombing Kang to live Meteor Mash? I just don't think I should be playing into that, though. Because Kang is incredibly likely to just kill Tentacle on its own anyway. Kill the Metagross. It's never Bite. Definitely want to try and kill it. I can't T-Wave Kang. I don't think. I think that it's not likely to be Kang 2 because of high risk, but if it is, it's just sort of a complete choke, complete throw if I go for T-Wave. Let's T-Bolt it. Hot. Okay, great turn. Great turn. it was over, and then it was over, and then we were so back, and then it was over again, and then it was paralyzed. I think I'm fine outside of the chance of Quick Claw. I mean, first up, it has to be a high-risk Metagross. So yeah, Quick Claw and Bright Powder, I think the only thing standing in the way here. I don't think Tenta ever lives when Raikou doesn't. And against Kang 4, I would rather Sludge Bomb it. It could be Metagross 1. Could be Metagross 1, I think. No, it can't because of leftovers. Yeah, leftovers. It has to be Quick Claw. Crap. Okay, well. I can't do anything like Quick Claw. Quick Claw Boom and Quick Claw Earthquake are sort of the same level of devastating. Unless Earthquake could crit Kang for me, that would be nice. Kang could also miss, I guess. Kang could miss Raikou after Quick Claw Earthquake. Metagross 8 is going to Quick Claw Mash, though. It's Metagross 5, which acts weird. Okay. You are going to go for a non-Earthquake kill. Yeah. Okay. Bites T-Bolt won't kill it. I got a double T-Bolt. Bright Powder would really suck. No, dude. Oh, but Aerial Ace is amazing for me. Okay. Earthquake being highest damage, forcing Aerial Ace is amazing. Don't crit me. Okay. Surely I wouldn't. Bright Powder miss. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't want to Earthquake because of Metagross. So it wasn't it was Earthquake, Quick Claw, Metagross all along. It just did nothing. Wait, I actually want to see this back. So this is Metagross 5 or 8. This might confuse the tracker as well. I've just realized. It was Zapdos 6. So Metagross 100% used Earthquake there. Absolutely certain next to Zapdos. The miss, the paralyze. Mega Kick hitting on the previous turn would have been fine as long as I didn't miss here. The fact that I needed a Mega Kick miss in order to not lose to Bright Powder like I almost did. I don't know. I don't think I can do another round. I think I'm too gassed. How does pressure work? How do you use? Oh no, because it was kicking. It was kicking against Tentacruel. So it used 2 Mega Kicks against Tentacruel, going down to 3, and then it used a Mega Kick against Raikou, going down to 1. So I had 1 Mega Kick left at the end. Just thinking. That was so weird. It was so weird. I'm gonna cut it short there, I think. I did start early. I didn't fully skive off. I 100% thought I was going to lose when I saw the draft. I scammed the Registeel hard and I scammed the Metagross. I should have lost I should have lost to it. Do we do a quick level 50 early round? Because why not? It's the end of exciting factory. I will do a quick factory doubles level 50 thing. By quick, I mean it won't be that quick. Rat. How much worse is Mawal in doubles exactly? That's hard to say. I need to blacklist this song. It annoys me every time it comes on. How to kill Pseudo-Wudo efficiently? Seems impossible. Let's just kill Combuskin. Everyone loves a good batter mash. The colours we used to see. A choke is going to also be really hard to kill. Let's make sure we kill Charmeleon. Vaguely try and trade every battle, yeah. There's not like a strict thing like there is in Gen 4. Maybe I should have faked his. The Pokemon on the back. It's Butterfree, okay. The side cuts, okay. Was not expecting that. Okay. Might be worth sandstorming here. I think I'd rather go for the dig free shot on Sableye. Nice crit. Bum, 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 bum. The first round is pretty much you want 2 real moves. Murkrow is very good, for example. It's got Feint Attack and Fly. Might be in trouble here. God damn it. That's so annoying. Okay. So, I thought I'd lost after Bayleaf lived. Bug weakening, that's very common in the first round. Weakening is rare phrase later on, but very common early. Pupitar's been good, but let's get rid of the double rock. Bum, 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 bum. It's a pretty lucky matchup. Nice crit as well. No type, weakening again. Oh, what's tricky about the first round is that I now have to pick another Pokemon. I think the streak tracker screenshot thing also missed one of the wins there. Sand attack is very common. It's just there's a lot of attacks like that are not very strong. I think I do want the Teddy. We can go Teddy over Croconaw. I might want to switch. Very rare. But if Spark paralyzes Murkrow, I'm in trouble, right? On the other hand, I kind of have to get on with it. Spinder can be a problem. Screech. I'm gonna switch now, though. Soho is too strong. The power of Italian brain rot. Yeah, missed one of the matches. I wonder which one I missed. I must have just matched through one of them too fast. What was it again? There was Teddy. It was enemy Spinder, right? I forgot what the last Pokemon was, but it doesn't really matter. We'll take Spinder. It's Quilava. Okay. A little bit worried about Anorith. Anorith is one of the goats of the early rounds. I guess I can dizzy twice and fly it. It's probably a roll. Nice, okay. It's gonna be a roll. It's totally gonna be a roll. Please. It's fine. It's Ledian last. We won't lose to that. Helping Hand, I thought it didn't have AI until Gen 4. It doesn't. It was just random. In Gen 4, it's very common to have Helping Hand spam. Success. Success. Right, let me find someone to raid. German guy is playing Factory. Do we raid German guy? Let's raid German guy. It's fun. He's doing a subathon, apparently. Good luck to that. Cool, thanks for watching, guys. I will try and get a video out this weekend as well. Be working on that right after this. Cool, thanks for watching, everyone. See you later.